Hi everyone, Chad Wesley Smith here for Juggernaut Training Systems, continuing our series, The Pillars to Great Deadlift Technique. This is going to be our fourth video out of 5, and now we're going to talk about initiating the lift from the floor. I'm joined by IPF World Champion and World Record holder, Marissa Inda. She has a PR of 187.5 kilos, 413 pounds in the deadlift in the 52 kilo class at just 114 pounds body weight. So thanks for helping us out today, Marissa. And as we look at initiating the lift from the floor, what we've talked about in the first 3 videos of this series are going to be critical. Finding proper stance width, engaging the lats and finding the proper grip width, understanding the hip hinge pattern to build tension into the hamstrings, and then understanding how to properly breathe and brace to maximize tension throughout the trunk. So make sure you go back and watch those 3 videos so everything we're talking about in this one makes sense. So as Marissa finds this good start position that we've learned in the first 3 videos, what we need to do to ensure that we're starting the lift as well as possible is that she's maintained even pressure throughout her foot. We don't want to be rocked forward onto the toes, nor do we want to be so far back on the heels that the toes come off the ground. Both of those are the real far forward on the toes is going to cause the bar to drift away from you right away. Being too far back on the heels isn't going to allow the athlete to engage their legs to push themselves away from the floor. So similarly to the way we talk about the squat, we want to have even foot pressure, big toe, little toe, and heel, even weight distribution between those 3 points of contact. As Marissa gets in the start position again, the next thing that we need to do is to continually engage tension throughout the body. And in this, it's going to be very important to be patient in the start. A lot of athletes tend to want to rush the start and jerk the bar off the floor. And when they do that, sometimes they relax their arms and then pull and kind of put their biceps in a compromising position. But what we want to do with Marissa is she's going to flex her triceps hard to ensure that her arms are long. She's going to continue trying to draw air in and tighten the lats, almost in an effort to make the bar hover off of the ground before she actually initiates the real drive with her legs. Go ahead and get set. So her arms are long, triceps are flexed, protecting the armpits for tight lats, very subtly arching up through the T-spine, and the bar is almost floating, and then she pushes the floor away from her with the legs to initiate the movement. It's critical that the shoulders and hips rise at the same rate with the bar coming off the floor. We want to avoid the hips rising early or the upper back rounding. The hips rising early is often indicative of a lack of hamstring tension, which may be from putting your hips too low in the start position. It also could be just a lack of low back strength, which you can address with low back specific work like back raises, reverse hypers, and more RDLs. If the upper back is rounding and you're losing that position, that's likely an issue of a lack of lat tightness. So make sure that you're protecting the armpits, squeezing the triceps into the lats to create that very rigid torso position. The final thing that we want to talk about in regards to the start position is your head position. Head position is something, again, that I don't find there to be a one best head position. What we want to avoid are extremes in the head position. We don't want to be looking straight down at the ground. We don't want to be tilting the head so far back looking up at the ceiling, but anywhere between those, kind of a relatively neutral position is fine. So as Marissa gets set here, you can see she's looking down maybe 5-10 feet in front of her. There's a little bit of backwards movement, and that's fine. That's going to help drive extensor tone, which really just means to make the muscles down the back of her body tight. And as she begins to pull, her head is going to stay in that same position throughout the pull. She's not going to extend up. She's not going to extend up at the neck throughout the lift. So whatever head position you choose, slightly up, slightly down, anywhere in between there, imagine as if you're wearing a neck brace and it's locked that head position in. So as we initiate the lift from the floor, we're going to build tension throughout with our air in our lats, maintaining long arms, and be patient off the floor. Pushing the floor away from you after you've built so much tension through the body that you feel the bar is about to hover off of the ground. This will help you avoid jerking the bar off the ground, maybe putting your bicep in a compromising position and losing tension, which will often lead to the bar drifting away from you as you initiate the pull. So that is pillar number 4 in our series of 5. And make sure you check out the previous 3 and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching.